It puts the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again. You tell me when we start, right, Dave? What? Have we started? Harley. Welcome back to Long Way Home, everyone. The place where getting your motorcycle news is easier than trying to give a raccoon a bath. Today we'll be talking Harley and a bit of Indian, but mainly Harley. If you're a Harley enthusiast, from now on, this is your new god. Jochen Zeitz, a German, Harley's new CEO, became Puma's CEO when he was only 30 years old and managed to rise Puma's share price by 4,000%. And now he's got a new plan for Harley, and since making it public, Harley's share price has gone up 20%. Stick around. 2 years ago, the then CEO of Harley introduced the More Roads to Harley Davidson roadmap. It was a very ambitious new direction for Harley, where they would basically leave their cruiser comfort zone and wander out into the scary world of adventure bikes, electric bikes, and liquid-cooled engines, all in an effort to introduce the brand to new buyers and markets. A brave move forward, applauded by many, but unfortunately its execution and other global extenuating circumstances saw Harley on a very steep downward spiral when we're talking profits. For the first quarter of 2020, Harley reported a 46% dip in profits compared to the same period last year. And while yes, you could attribute this to the plague we're all going through right now, Indian, however, saw an increase of 7% compared to the same period last year. Harley was seeing a sales slump year on year even before the curveball 2020 has decided to throw us, so something had to be changed. Their new CEO calls the company's new roadmap the Rewire, and its main goal is simple: make money. It's broken down into 5 key elements, but the main idea behind all of them is for Harley to focus on their highest profits products, like shirts and mugs. Point number 1 of the Rewire speaks about returning focus to the strength of brand and company, basically concentrating a lot more on the American cruiser. The firm will also reevaluate its strategies to reach new riders. So basically, it seems a few new bikes that were on the old roadmap and were intended to bring new blood to the Harley brand are getting the axe. No longer being developed, so they need to see how they will attract new riders in the future. If you're worried, no, the adventure bike, the Pan America and the Bronx Street Fighter are not getting cancelled. Those are already pretty much done, so we should see their launch sometime this year. Harley confirmed that it will remain committed to adventure touring, street fighter and advancing electric motorcycles. What is probably getting the axe is the small Chinese-made Harley we spoke about in a previous episode. This is also part of point number 2. Prioritize markets that matter. It's very expensive to open up in a new market like China or India, even if they are huge and the payoff could be amazing down the line. This is pretty much what Harley is not interested in doing at the moment. They want to start making good profits in the markets they already have a good foothold in, and they want to do that using the bikes they are world renowned for, their cruisers. Reset product launches. Up until now, Harley had a very weird timeline for new products, basically in August, where in their largest market, the Northern Hemisphere, the riding season was pretty much halfway finished. So new future launches should now happen in February and March, which is on track with the start of the riding season and also very logical. Now, the last time Harley did a 180 and ran back to what it knew best, cruisers, was back in 2008 during the financial crisis. During this refocusing back to the American cruiser market, unfortunately, Buell was collateral damage and were closed down by Harley, even though they were already working on a new lineup of water-cooled models, which would have definitely brought some new blood to the brand. Many people have attributed Harley's sales slump in the past couple of years to exactly that moment in time in 2008 and 2009 when it ran back to focus on what it felt more comfortable with. Pretty much exactly what it's doing now. So basically, all eyes are on the new CEO. This whole plan rests on his previous experience and maybe he can pull it off. I don't know, time will tell. So, do you think they're making the right choice? Should they have continued to branch out in new and scary markets and try to get new riders into the saddles that way? Let us know in the comments below. Well, that's the show for today, everyone. If you've enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up, and if you think you've learned something new, consider subscribing or becoming a Patreon to help us make more of these shows. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.